Day.
Certainly has, Sean. Yes, we've had some more heavy rain last night and this morning, and we still have several flood warnings still in force across the region. One severe flood warning in Northamptonshire, some flooding here in Cambridgeshire, and there are several flood warnings for places like Cambridgeshire and Bedfordshire, and one in Essex. Now, the good news is that Storm Connell that brought the rain is now pulling away to the east, but it is going to bring some strong winds as it pulls away. So although it looks largely dry for this afternoon, we can expect those winds to increase already on the North coast in excess of 40 miles an hour. So they could get to the mid-40s around that coastline. It should be fairly short-lived, but certainly some blustery winds for the afternoon. 6 to 7 degrees for most places, but we start to bring some slightly milder air in across the south, so perhaps 13 degrees here. Now, in terms of showers, there could be 1 or 2 for Norfolk for this afternoon. Elsewhere dry, increasing amounts of clear sky, and with a lot of moisture around, we're likely to see some fairly extensive mist and fog patches. So could be quite foggy by first thing tomorrow morning, and it's going to be a widespread sharp frost as well. -1s, -2s on the chart as we start the day tomorrow. A chilly start. So high pressure over the top of us, very light winds, so it is going to be very slow to clear that mist and fog, and for some of us it could linger right into the day, so fairly damp conditions, a lot of low cloud around, perhaps some gaps breaking to allow a little bit of brightness and sunshine. That's where we'll record the highest temperatures, but where that fog lingers, it's going to be pretty chilly, and temperatures could just remain at around 4 degrees for many places. Now, looking ahead to the end of the week, we're going to start to bring mild southerlies our way, a cold front pushing in from the west. It looks largely dry for us here in the east, a lot of sunshine around, perhaps some mist and fog again first thing for Friday. Could increase the amount of cloud and possibly some spots of rain for the weekend. Those southerly winds bringing in that milder air, temperatures up to double figures. It's looking cooler at the start of next week and a little more unsettled once more.
Storm Connell.
I was working last night, and in the time that it took me to make a cup of coffee, Norwich managed to score 2 goals.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Match,
what time do you have?
How is the weather looking?
Well,
I mean, we've got those
yes,
pictures there.
we have, and
still a lot of water around, yeah.
Certainly Storm Connell brought us some more rain, some flooding early this morning in Essex, and some flooding here in Bedford where there was a ½ inch of rain. There's been some pretty heavy rain this morning, but it has now pulled away, but we're still in the aftermath, and there still are a large number of flood warnings in force. That severe flood warning for Northamptonshire has now been removed, but there are still 6 flood warnings in Northamptonshire, 8 in Bedfordshire and 5 in Cambridgeshire. But the good news is Storm Connell has pulled away, and although we had some fairly brisk winds, we've still got some fairly strong winds on the Norfolk coast. Those winds will continue to ease down, and bar the odd shower in places like Norfolk, it is looking mostly dry. The next thing to contend with for tonight is going to be the fog, because we'll have a lot of clear sky out there, a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and with the winds becoming lighter, we are likely to see some fairly extensive mist and fog patches forming overnight tonight. And to add to that hazard, we're likely to have freezing fog around as well first thing tomorrow morning, an extra hazard out on the roads with temperatures below freezing down to around -2, and it could be really slow to lift through the day tomorrow. So essentially tomorrow is a more settled day. We've got high pressure over the top of us. We've got this weather front pushing in from the west, and that will mean the winds pick up for Friday, but for tomorrow the winds will be light, so that mist and fog is just going to linger for many of us through much of the day. So fairly damp, drizzly conditions, and well, temperatures could be just above freezing, around 3 Celsius for many of us. Perhaps some of it will break up and lift into the afternoon, perhaps some slightly higher temperatures across the south, but it will tend to reform overnight into the evening and overnight for Thursday and into Friday. But as this weather front approaches, the winds will pick up, and that will help to mix up the air. So actually for Friday morning, the mist and fog should lift fairly quickly, and we'll see plenty of sunshine, slightly higher temperatures for Friday, a brisker wind. Into the weekend, a brisk southerly is going to bring us much milder air, so we're back into double figures, but we are likely to see a fair bit of cloud, perhaps not too much sunshine, cooler into next week, and looking a little unsettled, and just 2 really chilly nights on the way before things turn a bit milder overnight. Amelia.
Alex, thank you very much indeed.
Hello, dry conditions over the next few days.
At the moment, a grey seal pup was born in North Norfolk. It happened at Blakeney Point, home to one of the UK's largest grey seal colonies. Early indications suggest record numbers of pups will be born there this winter. OK, here's Alex with your weather forecast.
Hello, dry conditions over the next few days, but for tonight, under clear skies, a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, perhaps 1 or 2 showers for Norfolk, elsewhere dry. We're likely to see some fairly extensive mist and fog patches that could be really slow to clear tomorrow. And an additional hazard, we could see freezing fog forming where temperatures drop below zero, could be -2 as we start the day tomorrow. So we've got high pressure over the top of us, this weather system pushing in from the west. So for tomorrow, mist, fog and low cloud, really stubborn to clear. So for some of us, it will linger right through the day and it's going to stay very chilly here at around 3 Celsius. Some gaps appearing towards the end of the day, perhaps getting to around 7 Celsius, but it'll tend to reform tomorrow night and into Friday. So once more a foggy start, but with more of a breeze, we should see more of the sunshine.